Good morning, basketball fans, and a hearty welcome to the campus of Concordia as we get set for the Rick Majerus WBY Shootout here at Game 1 of 6 over the next 2+ days here on Zaleski Sports. My name is Mike Wendland, Trevor Zaleski alongside me doing all the hard work, pushing all the right buttons, moving the camera around, and getting you guys the accurate scores as well as the Marshfield Tigers make their debut here on this floor in this tournament. Off to our left as they get set at 4-4. They are 3-0, first place in the Wisconsin Valley Conference under head coach Chris Fisher, coming a little over a week ago, that big win over DC Everest, as they'll be taking on the Janesville Parker Vikings, coming in at 3-3, 3-2. They're fourth in the Big 8 under head coach Matt Bredesen. Their name for Central Wisconsin basketball fans as these two teams go head-to-head. It's going to be an athletic competition, and we're coming off a very good Game 1 of the tournament. Pius XI against Martin Luther. That game went down to the wire. A lot of incredible plays on both sides in that one as we're hoping for more of the same as we get set for this one. And I certainly think this one might come down to the outside shooting. Marshfield, they're not a big rebounding team, but man, can they let it fly from three. 39% as a team from distance, 49% from the field, 76 from the line, averaging 64.5 points per game. That's, of course, led by guys like Braxton Kurth at 58% from three. Brooks Hinson, 50% from distance. Marcus Neve, 33%. Landon Lee, 38%. So impressive numbers. On the other side, Janesville Parker, 38% from the field, 33% from three. Leading the way there, Sam Best, 40% from three the way there. Trey Miller, averaging 23 points a game. J.J. Douglas, 16 points, 16 rebounds for Janesville Parker. So that being said, as we start to wind things up, we're going to turn things over to our PA system and our announcements before the game starts.
The Tigers of Marshfield against the Vikings of Janesville Parker. Now let's read the starting lineups. First of all, for the Tigers of Marshfield will be guests on the scoreboard. 6'1", sophomore guy, number 5, Brooks Hinson. 6'5", senior forward, number 1, Luke Lemoy. 6'1", senior guy, number 14, Marcus Neve. 6'3", senior forward, number 20, Sam Laverton. And 6'4", senior forward, 32, Owen Hinson. The Tigers are coached by Chris Fisher in his third season. Assistant coaches are Brian Frater, Jake Shepler, Josh Mosher, and Tanner Bolton. The Tigers represent the Wisconsin Valley Conference and have a record of 4-4. Now let's meet the Vikings of Janesville Parker. 6'4", junior guard forward, number 25, Keegan Scripchek. 6'5", junior forward, number 21, J.J. Douglas. 6'1", junior guard, number 1, Kate Bennett. 6'1", senior guard, number 11, Trey Miller. And 6'3", senior guard forward, 13, Gavin Douglas. And 6'5", junior forward, number 21, J.J. Douglas. The Vikings are coached by Matt Bredesen.
We get set for this one. It's going to be Douglas jumping against Neve. Again, key players in each team, Douglas and Miller for Janesville Parker in the white uniforms. Brooks Hinson and Marcus Neve for Marshfield. Marshfield in the black and orange. The opening tip is tipped back and won by Marshfield. We are underway. Braxton Kurth will take it and run point. He's joined by Brooks Hinson, Marcus Neve, Sam Meverden, and Owen Hansen. Man-to-man early on as here's Meverden right wing. Kick it back out. Neve, though, swing it across. Hansen will take a three to get things going, and he'll bury a triple. Owen Hansen came in shooting 14% from three. Hits one right to get things going here in the Rick Majerus WBY Shootout here in Concordia, here in Mequon. For Janesville, there is Gavin Novak. Gets it out to Trey Miller, averaging 23 a game. Now to Babbitt. He'll kick to the corner. Skripchak for 3 to answer, and he does. Keegan Skripchak from 3. Again, the starting lineup there. Caden Babbitt, Trey Miller, Gavin Novak, J.J. Huggs, and Keegan Skripchak. As Brooks Hinson, averaging 15 a game, the talented sophomore, goes around, loses his footing, is able to underhand it over to Marcus Neve. Kick to the corner. Meverton thought about it. He'll kick back out. Kurth catch and shoot. That's off the front. No, J.J. Douglas gets the board. Douglas averaging 16 points and 16 rebounds per game through 6 for the Vikings. Here's Trey Miller averaging 23 a game. He'll kick it himself. Off balance shot up and in. Trey Miller with an acrobatic finish. 5-3 Vikings. As Owen Hansen. Hinson gets a blow by, gets too far into the basket to the corner. Here's Braxton Kurth. He'll take a little floater too high off the glass. Douglas, another rebound. Douglas, a promising college football prospect for Janesville. Showing a very talented basketball touch as well. He'll get free, goes to the block, goes up and in. Couple of quick buckets here. Douglas with his first points, 7-3 now. As here is Neve on the right wing, guarded by Caden Babbitt. Meverton to the corner to Kurth. Hinson was setting up on the block, and Kurth will just bring things back out to the top. Early man-to-man look for Marshfield, or for both teams, as Neve goes through high-low, high pass up and in for Hinson. He's got all 5 Tiger points. As Caden Babbitt will break the Marshfield press. Tigers will sink back man-to-man. Douglas being guarded by Meverton. Miller draws Neve. There's a 3 for Babbitt, and he's got it. Junior Caden Babbitt. Second triple of the day for Janesville. Couple of minutes in, 10-5. High pass to the wing. Hinson will step into a long 2. I know they're going to give him a 3 on that. So Brooks Hinson hits the 3. For me, it looked like he was on the line, but that could also be the college line. There's the very thin and faint high school line in front. Very hard to tell from up here. So that was a 3 for Hinson. I'll make sure I'm going to get a better look at that as the next 5 games over the next couple of days goes on. Douglas squares up and scores. There's 3 games tomorrow. We'll have Newman Catholic, Columbus Catholic, and Marshfield all in action, and then Newman and Columbus once again on Friday to close out our time here in Concordia. As Meverton gets it on the wing. One of 4 Christmas break tournaments going forward as Marcus Neve will go to the line. Our first whistle comes 3.5 or 2.5 minutes in, I should say. And then Caden Babbitt just picked up his first personal to send Neve to the line. He hits the first free throw. No wasted time for Marcus Neve, shooting 86% from 3, or from the free throw line. He hits them both. 12-10, Janesville Parker. Inbound goes to Douglas. Marshfield showing some pressure. As Trey Miller, leading scorer, and will swing it across to Keegan Skripchak. Over to Gavin Novak. Marshfield back man-to-man. Douglas at the top of the circle where Marshfield will prefer him to stay, and he'll put it on the floor and drive. Squares up, athletic play, but can't finish. Rebound to Braxton Kurth. Kurth averaging just shy of 7 points, 1 steal. Hinson for 3 in transition. No, a long rebound poked away to Kurth. He'll pump fake and drive to the baseline. Quick pass out to the wing. A little bit of a scramble. Now Meverton into the corner. Kurth for 3. And he's got it. Braxton Kurth coming off a 19-point night about a week ago. Had a great last game before winter break as Marshfield now on top, 13-12. Stay tuned at halftime. We'll have an interview that our fearless leader Jason did with Matt Bredesen of Janesville Parker. You can hear that at halftime. 13:20 remaining here in the first half as Caden Babbitt has it right wing. He'll step into a 3. That's going to be way off. That's an air ball in the box out by Hinson. Forces out of bounds. We'll have a quick timeout, a 30-second timeout by Coach Bredesen. We'll do the same. 13-12 Marshfield. You're watching the WBY Shootout live on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Back here from Concordia, reminder as well to get crazy low pricing on toys over at Fleet Farm. That's going on right now. Save up to 50% on all toys. That includes top toy brands like Barbie, Melissa and Doug, Lego, and Nerf. Don't forget, you'll always get the lowest price with the Fleet Farm Price Match Guarantee. See store or fleetfarm.com for details. Out of the timeout, here's Brooks Hinson. Kick back out to Hansen. Hansen with 5 early points. Trying to spin his way through. Backdoor pass. Meverton. Reverse layup. Leaves it short. But Hansen cleans it up and scores. Good offensive rebounding from Hansen. Then a steal right away by Hansen on the inbound. They break. They get the press to work. Here's Nee for 3 on the wing. Line drive short. And Douglas will come out with the board that time. Trey Miller hasn't really, I don't think he's taken a shot yet so far. Again, the leading scorer averaging 23 a game. Over to Babbitt, now Skripchak, who had the first 3 of the game for the Vikings. And Janesville Parker in the white. Step back, elbow jumper is good from Trey Miller. He does have 4. He had the one athletic move earlier as well. Back to a 1-point game. Hinson. Quick flash out on the top of the ball screen to Skripchak to Mever into the corner. That ball was tipped out to Kurth. Hansen at the top to the wing, Neve. A long skip pass to Hansen, just inside the arc to Hinson. Brooks bobbles it, kicks it back. Meverin will take a 3. That will be short. Rebound poked away and eventually taken by Novak. Give an assisted rebound to J.J. Douglas. Chance for the Janesville to take the lead early on here. Skripchak, right wing. Marshall back man-to-man. We'll see a sub in next whistle. Sam Bass, the 6'4 senior. Coming in for Janesville. And Luke Lemoyne for Marshfield. Skripchak on the right side. Long possession without a really good look at the basket yet. Babbitt bobbles it, gets it back to Keegan Skripchak. 11 minutes remaining, 7 minutes gone by, 15-14 Marshfield. And thank you for joining us. Game 1 of 6 over the next couple of days here in Concordia. Mike Wendler here with Trevor Zaleski. Into the corner, Skripchak, he'll look to drive inside the paint. Trying to step through it to lob it back out to Miller. Marshfield fans appreciating the defense. Off to our left. Duggan Tigers back in action tomorrow afternoon. We'll have the morning couple of games, Newman and Columbus. And that's going to be thrown and saved. Meverin on the steal. Here is Hinson. Bounce to the block to Neve. High skip to Hansen into the corner. Meverin back to Kurth. He'll pump fake and drive, gets a blow by. Underhand, Hansen scores. He's got 9. Assist to Braxton Kurth. And Trey Miller does get over the timeline, takes it himself, balance shot, blocked and stolen. Hinson almost gets it poked away backside. Hansen steps through, goes up, and is going to the line. And J.J. Douglas will get his first, the team's second, and Hansen will shoot 2. Owen Hansen, a 86% foul shooter. As he lines this one up, reminder as well, Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Learn more at nicolaybank.com. Landon Lee and Luke Lemoyne in for Marshfield. Sam Bess in for Janesville. Hansen misses that one, Douglas the board, so he goes 1 for 2. 10 points early on for Owen Hansen. Here is Trey Miller. Getting pressure defense from Neve. Neve not giving him room to really operate. That's almost poked away from Bass. It gets it out to Skripchak. Over to Sam Bass, averaging he only played 2 games, averaging 16.5 in those 2. Miller, or elbow jumper, no, but back tapped right back out to him. He'll regather for a three. That's an air ball. May have been tipped. Last touched by Lemoyne. Or no, they're going to say it was last touched by Douglas. It'll go to Marshfield. So Lemoyne coming off the bench. A little bit of exercise with him and Hansen. High pass over the top and out of bounds from Neve. Coach Brennerson not happy with the miscommunications that his team had on the man-to-man defense there, as Neve was wide open on the under the basket. Lob in to the sideline to Douglas as Marshfield will now back off their pressure. So Trey Miller will bring things up, guarded by Neve. Hinson has Bess. Douglas as Lemoyne. Block to block. Can't finish too strong for Douglas, but the rebound hustled for and taken by Sam Bess. Little floater, Miller short. Rebound cleared out there by Luke Lemoyne. The senior wing gets it out to Neve. Neve takes it himself. Little floater on the crossover, can't finish. Rebound there, Gavin Novak. The senior averaging 4 and 4, 4 points, 4 rebounds. And we'll get Babbitt back in next whistle for Janesville. And very few whistles so far. Only 2 called fouls, 1 timeout taken. There's a tip and steal by Neve. He jumped the passing lane. Out to Landon Lee. Lee will bring things up and run point. Back to Marcus Neve, left side. Hansen full swing. Hinson right wing, guarded by Novak. Low pass, but Hinson pulls up to the free throw line. Back to Lee. He'll drive. To the corner. Hansen open 3. Looking for another one. That's going to be off the front. Rebound taken by Bess. Almost got it poked away backside by the Wolf, Landon Lee. 8 minutes remaining. We're 10 minutes into this game. 18-14. Marshfield on top. Both teams a little bit of a drought. At least scoring-wise is Keegan Skripchak. Over to Miller. Miller taking his time. Over now to the baseline to Douglas. Lemoyne gives him a little bit of space, not expecting much outside of 12 feet. Coach Bresson continuing to holler instructions to his guys. Miller, step back for deep 3, a college range 3, no. Rebound to Hansen. Again, don't pay attention to the blue line. That is not the high school 3. There's a very faint line inside that is the official 3-point arc for this tournament. But if you hit it from the blue line, it still counts the same, but just more impressive. Lemoyne tries to drive on Douglas. He does. Off-balance shot. May have been deflected by Skripchak, and no good. Keegan Skripchak over to Sam Bess. Curl cut to the elbow to Miller, trying to back through Neve. He's doubled, kick to the corner. Now they'll swing it back top. Janesville being patient. Bess gets it poked away by Hinson and stolen by Lee. 2-on-1. Lee, good pass around, and Hansen scores. 12 points of the 20 for Owen Hansen. Having himself a first half. Hansen already 3 points shy of his career high. Bess. Into the corner it goes to Novak. Miller trying to drive step back. Nice little move. Gets around Neve. Poked away. That's going to bounce off the rim, but Douglas using his strength to get it back. Kick out to the side now to the block. Douglas, and we have a whistle. And we have a player who's doubled over. Skripchak may have gotten poked in the eye, or is a little off balance. He'll stop, and they're going to, I think, wave him out. They're going to wave the trainer in. And he's going to head off. Maybe it looks like a bloody nose, potentially. He's definitely got the watery eyes a little bit. Remember as well that it's time to get back to work and time to find a great job with great pay at Nikolai Construction. Find year-round work in carpentry, concrete, and steel that has you home every night. Stop in, see Brad or Rob at Nikolai Construction, 29th Street over in Marshfield. Get back to work with Nikolai Construction. In the game is going to be Paul Kim, number 3. Along with Babbitt. Bess is out. And along with Skripchak is going to get looked at by the trainer. Here's Miller trying to drive on knee. That's been a fun matchup. Great off-balance finish by Trey Miller. You can see why he averages 23 points a game with a career high of 37. But moves like that. Give and go, dribble handoff. Hinson goes to the corner. Lemoyne will drive. Squares up and scores. Luke Lemoyne's first points of the day. It's a 6-point lead for the Tigers. And they are definitely letting him play. Lee on Babbitt. Over to Novak. He's guarded by Hinson. And then there's Miller and Neve. Hanson guarding Kim. And we're going to see a travel call and a turnover. So some light pressure on the inbound. Novak will guard Hinson. Goes all the way over the top to Neve at the timeline. Neve trying to get by Babbitt. He does. Goes up and scores. Marcus Neve with his first field goal. Timeout on the floor. We're going to do the same. We'll step aside. 4:42 to go in the first. 24-16 Marshfield. You're watching the Rick Majerus WBY Shootout on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Out of the timeouts, it'll be Janesville Parker basketball. Reminder as well that it's the Winter Blitz sale at Stone Innovations. With the purchase of a new countertop, get a free installed stainless steel sink or 10% off the tile backsplash and labor. And check out the discounts on flooring. It's this Winter Blitz offer, and it's only at Stone Innovations. Inbound in the backcourt. Novak will throw it in. He's going to throw it over the top to Douglas, who uses that big 6'5 frame and somehow broke the ankles of Lemoyne while jumping. Douglas to Miller. Trey Miller, 6 points, leads the way for Janesville. Hill fading away. That may have been blocked. No, Douglas gets free on the board. Squaring back up, off to the right. No, Luke Lemoyne gets the board. Hinson draws a ton of contact, and they're letting him play here in this first half. Absolutely. It's a physical game. Hinson squares up, leaves his shot short. Rebound to Caden Babbitt. It's Babbitt, Kim, Miller, Novak, and Douglas on the floor for the Vikings. Lee, Lemoyne, Hanson, Hinson, and Neve for Marshfield. And Neve is not staying any further than a single step away from Miller. We'll see Kurth in next whistle. Onto the wing, Gavin Novak. High skip, tipped away, Neve with the steal. Neve using his speed, gets around, goes up, off. Going to the line. Neve using that great acceleration and first step. And Skripchak is going to be good to go. He's going to head back in. Good to see that. Neve will shoot two. Miller gets his first foul. Marshfield has not committed a foul yet in this one as I try to find some wood to knock. Meverden and Kurth back in. Hanson will get a break. And Neve is 2 for 2, 4 for 4 from the line, 6 points. 10-point lead, 26-16, Marshfield on top. Inbound almost may have been tipped again, but Douglas, either a wide receiver, tight end prospect, 6'5". Able to use that frame, and he'll try and get a seal on the block on Sam Meverden. Over to Kim. To Miller in the corner. He'll bring things back around to the wing. They'll go wing-to-wing passing. Kurth guarding Babbitt. 3:10 remaining, then it's thrown away. Another turnover. And a big thank you to everyone joining wherever you may be as Braxton Kurth There's a mid-range jumper up and in for Luke Lemoyne. So Lemoyne with 4 early points. Miller taking his time across. Hesitation, good pass across, but Douglas can't finish. But he gets the tap right back to him, goes up, count it, and one for J.J. Douglas. Braxton Kurth will get his first. Douglas, a 60% foul shooter, will shoot 1. And he hits it. He's got 7 first-half points. Reminder as well that H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. H&S offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package. Get health, dental, life, and disability, 401k, cash bonuses, a $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. As Nee's mid-range jumper is no good, hints in the board. He'll bring it back out. They're looking for welders, painters, assemblers for both first and second shift. Apply online, hsmfgco.com. We have a timeout being called, and they're going to grant it to... So who called it?
30 seconds.
As we'll step aside. It's a 30-second timeout. Marshfield gets the timeout. Minute 59 to go. We're back in 30 on Zaleski Sports.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Just under 2 minutes remaining. Marshfield inbound on the baseline, up by 9, 28-19. Inbound will be Braxton. Kurth will throw it in. Into the corner it goes to Brooks Hinson. Meverden gets it over to Neve. Hinson so far with just 3 points in the first half. Came in as their leading scorer. He's no longer a freshman. He is a super sophomore. Into the corner, Braxton Kurth. Just under 100 seconds remaining. Hinson will step into a 3 this time, and he's got it. He may have landed on an ankle, but it looks like he's all right. Couple of triples for Brooks Hinson. Reminder as well, the Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business. They're now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations. Openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. On the baseline, Kim. Guys go block to block. Not there. He has to kick it back out to Skripchak. To Babbitt. There's a 3 is short. Ring on rebound chased down by Neve. Meverden to Hinson. He thought about another one. He'll step back out. Final 50 seconds. Neve, nonchalant pass, quick to the corner now, Lemoyne. Neve and Miller, man-to-man. That's been the battle all half, and it's been a fun one. Kurth. Right to Brooks Hinson. Hard pass, Lemoyne, pump fake, gets by. Squares up and scores by Douglas. 6 points, Luke Lemoyne. 33-19, 25 seconds left here in the first half. Trey Miller. Hello to Tammy Neve watching from Mexico. As the Tigers look to hold for this last shot here. Babbitt has got 2 seconds left for 3. Good if it goes. And he hits it at the buzzer. Count it for Caden Babbitt. That could be just what Janesville needed heading into the locker room. 33-22, your halftime score. So again, stay tuned. Coming up right now is going to be our interview with Coach Matt Bredesen of Janesville Parker right here on Zaleski Sports. It's the WBY Rick Majerus Shootout.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Start your classes and get your degree right here, or transfer to your 4-year.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. In person at 4 convenient campuses, online or a hybrid.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here for your Career Accelerator Certificate, a quick way to get ahead in your career.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Register to start this fall.
Get started at mstc.edu.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
Visiting today with Janesville Parker boys basketball coach Matt Bredesen. Coach, just before we get started on your preview, just tell us how many years you've been at Parker and what keeps you coming back every year?
Well, this is my 5th year at Janesville Parker. One of the things and one of the reasons that I decided to, take the job to begin with is obviously it's in a great conference. We're in the Big 8, which is traditionally one of the best D1 leagues in the state. So every year, having the opportunity to compete at the highest level of basketball, being a basketball guy is great. And we've done a pretty good job over the last few years of kind of rebuilding this. Whereas when I came, they were coming off, they had won 6 games in 3 years prior to me getting here. We won 4 the first 2 years. Then we went to sectionals, won 18, and then we won 13 games last year as well. And this year we're off to the 3-3 start. But one reason to, continue to come back is the buy-in that we've got from the players and the players' commitment to trying to kind of continue to turn this around and, build up the Janesville Parker program.
Tell us about the 3 wins. I know coaches will tell you that they can learn more from the losses, but tell us about the 3 wins. What's worked well so far this year?
We've had a few guys in and out of the lineup that are important to us so far this year. So I think things that worked well is, we went up and beat Madison Memorial without Sam Best, who is one of our top 3 scorers and a 4-year varsity guy. So, I think that some of our juniors have really stepped up and kind of grown up as basketball players by being forced to play roles that they normally wouldn't play because we've been down a couple guys. So I think that's good. Trey Miller's a tremendous leader. He averaged 17 a game last year and was second team all Big 8. And right now he was leading the Big 8 in scoring going into this week. Obviously it's close, so I don't know if that'll still be the case when we get to next Wednesday, but he's averaging about 23 a game right now. So, he's a tremendous leader. He tells guys where they should be, leads by example all the time. And his leadership's for sure led to some of our younger guys growing up quite a bit early on in the year. And then JJ Douglas is a tremendous athlete. Division I football player. Actually, got a lot of press last week because he had 32 rebounds in a game. He is the Big 8's leading rebounder, averaging 17 boards a game at this point. So, I think those 2 guys alone have played really well. And then the emergence kind of shooting guard Caden Babbitt, who is a junior that didn't play for us last year. He suited up, but played JV primarily. And he's kind of come in. When we went up to Madison Memorial, and we're fortunate enough to knock off Memorial there, who's pretty highly thought of this year and traditionally. And Babbitt stepped up as a junior and played really well in that game, scoring 15 points. And, he's had a couple other double figure games as well.
You mentioned Trey. You had it right on, 23 points a game. That's what I have as well. JJ rebounding. He's had just a mind-blowing rebounding effort, like you said last week. He's got the size, obviously. Football is his number 1 sport.
Yep.
What is it about a football player like that? And you mentioned a high-level athlete. What is it about, though, a guy that can play really well at another sport and then come in here and not only do what he does individually, but help the other guys on the team as well?
Well, he's a tremendous athlete. He's a receiver in football. So I feel like he has the opportunity that every time a shot goes up, he's trying to high point the ball. He jumps out of the gym. He's physically strong, works really, really hard in the weight room. And, one thing that you can do is, you can develop basketball players, but when you have athletes to begin with, it gives you a step up.
You're going to be at the Wisconsin Basketball Yearbook Shootout, the Rick Majerus Foundation. So Mark Miller calls. That's probably a pretty quick answer on yes, we'll be there. But talk about that opportunity for you and your guys to play on a stage like that.
Yeah, I think it's good for us. We haven't played in we obviously haven't had that opportunity at Parker in a while. And, when I went in and he gave me a call and said, do you want to play Marshfield in this? Didn't know a ton about Marshfield. Had seen him last year on film because they actually came down here and played Madison Memorial. But, I knew that Marshfield is traditionally fairly solid. And I know that they have some good young talent right now. So I think that, for us to take that opportunity and kind of cross over and play another Division I team that's pretty solid from a different part of the state is always a great opportunity. Plus, it gives our guys, it's going to give Trey and JJ and those guys a chance to kind of play on a bigger stage. Trey's going to be a college basketball player, so putting him on a college court, in front of some people, there'll be coaches there watching and everything. And, he's a really good player. He's definitely probably one of the top 2 or 3 point guards in the Big 8. So giving him that opportunity is great.
Talking to Janesville Parker boys basketball coach Matt Bredesen. Coach, as we wrap up here, let's talk about longer season goals. You talked about your conference, a really fun conference to watch, and for you to be a part of. How will playing in that type of conference help you in the postseason?
It'll help us a lot because regional and sectional wise, we're headed at Southeast Wisconsin. So us, Craig, and Beloit, the southern teams of the Big 8, actually don't go with the rest of the Big 8. So when we turn it over, we go to Kenosha and Racine and, the Franklin's, Oak Creeks, Muskego's, kind of the south side of Milwaukee there for our sectional, which, we try and schedule a lot of those teams non-conference so that it gives us an opportunity. But, I think that being battle tested during the regular season helps us to get there. We went to sectionals 2 years ago. We went to regional final last year, lost to Racine Case, who ended up going to state and giving Nina a good run. So I think that, us with our guys, putting them in positions where they have to play against athletes, and in the Big 8 right now, the Big 8 hasn't had the number.
I'm going to make thanks to Coach Bredesen talking with Jason earlier this week. Of course, find that full interview over on our YouTube channel here on Zaleski Sports. As we get set for the second half, a quick scoring update as well for Janesville Parker, leading the way 7 points for junior J. Douglas, 6 apiece from beating 3. Maybe that'll help get the Vikings back on track. 3 points for Keegan Skripchak. For Marshfield, leading all scorers with 12 points, Owen Hansen for the Tigers, 6 apiece for Luke Lemoyne, Brooks Hinson, and Marcus Neve, 3 for Braxton Kurth. They'll switch sides. Marshfield will go left to right.
Parker basketball begins the second half.
Janesville right to left. They'll start with possession. Inbound goes over to Skripchak. Second half is underway. Douglas on the block, gets free, goes up, and scores right away. It took 6 seconds to get on the board for Douglas here in the second half. He's got 9. And we'll see if that 3 from Babbitt and that early bucket can help Janesville Parker get right back into this thing. As Marshfield looking to continue where they left off. Hansen, who had a big first half, again, 3 points shy of his career high. Meverton, what a pass. Neve blows the layup. The perfect pass he couldn't finish as Babbitt will bring it up. Over to Trey Miller. There's a bad pass, stolen. Kurth with a run out. He'll take it himself and scores. 5 points for Braxton Kurth. Of course, stay tuned post-game. We're hoping to talk to Coach Fisher right after the game. If not, we'll get him off air. You can find highlights of the game coming up later on tonight. J.J. Douglas over to Gavin Novak. Same starters for both teams. Neither team went super deep into their bench. And there's a steal by Hansen. Looks like each team only went 7. Meverton to Hansen to the corner to Braxton Kurth. Quick acceleration. Kick to the right wing. Over to Sam Meverton. Bounce to the baseline. There is Hansen trying to spin his way off of Skripchak. It's not there. He'll get it back. Backdoor pass. Meverton double clutches. Kicks it back out. Kurth though poked away by Babbitt. Caden Babbitt on the run. Takes it himself. Goes up. Can't finish. Rebound back tapped around. Kurth eventually ends up with it. Over to Hansen. What a pass, Neve. This time he hits the layup. He's got 8. 37-24, 13-point lead for Marshfield. 2 minutes gone by here in the second half. It was a quick moving first half as Trey Miller into the corner, Babbitt underneath, Skripchak bobbles it, can't handle it, out of bounds. Went right through his hands. Timeout. Janesville will do the same. We're back in 30 seconds at the WBY Shootout here in Concordia on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Out of the timeout, 15:41 remaining, 37-24 Marshfield. Reminder as well that Mutual of Wausau Insurance, they're protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near to you. Marcus Neve will bring things up, guarded by Babbitt. Again, a physical game, they're not calling much. They're letting the kids play. Meverin gets it out to Kurth. We only had 4 fouls combined in that first half and only 7 free throws total. Here's Hansen. He'll drive. Kick to the corner to Meverin, right back to Owen Hansen. Into a double underhand across. A foul on the ground, no shot. Novak gets his first. Team's first in the second half. Kurth will inbound, baseline right. Into Hansen, guarded by Douglas. Pass across Neve, athletic move, scores. He's got 10. Might as well, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You get a free quote from Carrie Van Aert, State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, and more. Both Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield. Find Carrie Van Aert, State Farm on Facebook to get started. Keegan Skripchak, left wing, kicks it back out to J.J. Douglas. Miller, a deep 3. That was from Janesville, and that's no good. Rebound goes out to Brooks Hinson. That was a long-range 3. I like the confidence from Miller. And a foul called on a hand check on Trey Miller. His second. So it took until 14:30 of the second half to get someone with multiple fouls. And it's Trey Miller. So here's Neve. So foul trouble definitely not an issue for either team. At least early on. Meverton. Miscommunication, throws it into the first row of the bleachers. And a turnover with a 15-point lead for the Marshfield Tigers. Tigers doing good work with that full court pressure as well defensively. Kurth was in the spin cycle, gets it over the top to Douglas. Almost poked away, still loose. Still loose, Hinson goes up, scores. 41-24, Brooks Hinson with 8. Babbitt, nice pass. Douglas goes up and scores. Really nice play, J.J. Douglas. He's got 11, now one shy of the game lead. Neve gets it over to Meverton. Meverton, kick it back now to Kurth. He'll take a 3 right wing. It's online and it rattles through. 8 points for Braxton Kurth. It's a 18-point lead for Marshfield. Over to Caden Babbitt. And of course, stay tuned tomorrow afternoon. About approximately 1:45, Marshfield will take on Brookfield East as there's a Tiger foul. Meverin will get his first. Baseline inbound. So again, that's at 1:45 tomorrow. Marshfield and Brookfield East. That one poked away. Douglas gets it back. Squares up and draws a foul and is going to the line. Owen Hansen gets his first. So here's Douglas, who's 1 for 1 from the line, 60% on the season. And it all starts tomorrow morning, 9:15. It'll be Milwaukee Juneau and Newman Catholic. Right after that, Heritage Christian and Columbus Catholic. as the first free throw is good. And then, again, at about 1:45, Marshfield and Brookfield East. On Friday, it'll be again 9 o'clock, 9:15. The Prairie School will take on Columbus Catholic as Douglas goes 2 for 2. And then Newman Catholic will take on St. Mary Catholic at 10:45 to wrap up our time here in Concordia at the Rick Majerus WBY Shootout here on Zaleski Sports as Neve spins away to Hinson. He'll drive on Novak, kick to Smeverton to Hansen in the corner. 44-28, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Meverton on an illegal screen. So second to Meverton. We've already seen more fouls in the last 90 seconds than we did the entire first half. Neve and Miller. Neve stays right on Miller's hip. To Novak in the corner, who's guarded by Brooks Hinson. 5 minutes in. 16-point Marshfield lead. Gavin Novak. Almost to Miller. He'll kick it out to Skripczak. He'll catch and shoot on the wing. He's got it. Keegan Skripczak hits the triple. He's got 6 points. Lead down to 13. We'll see Luke Lemoyne in next whistle. And Paul Kim. Hansen in the corner. He'll drive. Backdoor pass. Beautiful pass. Meverton scores. Meverton's first points of the night, of the afternoon. So you approach the bottom of the 12 o'clock hour. It feels like 8 at night, but it is just after noon. You're at Concordia. Here is Marcus Neve. Kurth to Hinson. Brooks drives baseline. Little floater, a little bit short, off the back iron. Rebound to Keegan Skripczak. And not many stoppages. Both coaches working on the officials. Trying to get an extra foul or two out of it. Douglas trying to back down Meverton. Squares up. Nice finish, Douglas. He's got 15. Just 1 point shy of his season average. Career high is 24. Neve Hansen. Hansen will not try and throw that one down. He'll just take the layup. He's got 14. I was hoping we'd get a quick highlight play there from Owen Hansen, but he'll just take the easy 2. Neve and Miller battling still. Trey Miller. And take his time, down 15. Novak to Skripczak. Right back, Gavin Novak. He'll take the jumper. No good. Rebound, though. Douglas underneath. Goes back up and is fouled. And will go to the line. Foul called on Braxton Kurth, his second. We'll have 2 shots for J.J. Douglas. He's 3 for 3 from the line. 15 points. 16 points. Might as well that nobody knows potatoes here in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst and now based in Hancock, this 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres, and they are growing as that free throw is good as well. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. Again, that's heartland.farm. 17 points for Douglas, and then going all the way, no, is Luke Lemoyne, but Kurth comes out with the rebound. Here is Luke Lemoyne. He had 6 first half points. Pass inside Hinson. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Novak. Inbound on the baseline. And we got a bucket right away. Hansen, a career high 16 points for Owen Hansen. Inbound to Miller, and they break the pressure with Skripczak. One-hand baseball pass, a missile across to Novak, right back to Douglas. Miller trying to back down against Marcus Neve. Fading away. Nice jumper, but he leaves it short. Rebound to Owen Hansen. Hansen came in averaging 9.5 points and 3 rebounds. He's got a career high 16 in this one. Here's Braxton Kurth, pass across to Neve. Neve's got 10. That's no good. Douglas, another rebound. The two centers have been the best players on the floor, Douglas and Hansen. Miller trying to back down, nothing there. Now Novak for a 3. That's an air ball. And Kurth will catch it out of bounds. Here is Owen Hansen. Swings it over Luke Lemoyne, back to Kurth on the right side. There's a bounce into the mid-post. Brooks Hinson into a double. Underhand, nice pass across, and 2 more for Owen Hansen. Have a day, Mr. Hansen. 52-35, approaching the halfway mark here of the second half. We'll see Landon Lee and Sam Bess in next whistle for each team. Douglas on the baseline. Lemoyne giving him a little bit of room, not expecting him to really shoot it from there. Novak. Over to Keegan Skripchak. Janesville Parker taking their time now. On the drive. Kim goes up, off balance. Shot is no good, but he's going to the stripe. The third on Braxton Kurth. We will send Paul Kim to the line. Kim has not taken a free throw yet this year. And he's 0 for 1. Might as well be your business's go-to for both public and private warehousing and product delivery is Purple Mountain Solutions. Whatever it is you're shipping, you know you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get it there safely and efficiently. Big thanks to all of our great sponsors here on Zaleski Sports, allowing us to make these trips down to bring you these winter break tournaments. 4 of them going on, including the Century Classic over in Stevens Point, as Kim hits the second one. He's 1 for 2. There's the Auburndale Holiday Tournament, the Stratford Holiday Tournament all going on as well for the next couple of days. Underhand across over toward Neve. Here's Brooks Hinson, kick it back out Lemoyne. Luke Lemoyne draws the contact, he's going to the line. Sam Bess will get his first. Luke Lemoyne to shoot 2, where he is 50% on the season. He hits the first. He's got 7 points off the bench. Reminders only for the best in recreational or hunting properties here in Wisconsin. Call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. Just share your goals. Brian can tell you where and how to make it a reality. Call 715-213-4468. Again, 715-213-4468 for Mr. Brian Roosh and Whitetail Properties. Lemoyne 2 for 2. He's got 8 in the game as well as Antoine Jarrett, number 0, 6'3" junior. And then off-ball and a illegal screen called on Bess. Also in the game, Jeff Rowan, number 33. So a couple new faces in. Marshfield has Lee, Neve, Hinson, Lemoyne, and Hansen. Hinson bobbles it, knocked away out of bounds. Last touch by Kim. 7-4 left. It'll stay with Marshfield. And take a look at the whole slate today for you guys. All going on right now. Emerson Edgar girls basketball at the Century Classic. It'll then at 1:45. Pacelli and Columbus Catholic girls as count it. And 1 for Luke Lemoyne. Foul called on Jarrett. And then tonight at 7 o'clock, boys basketball, Pacelli and Assumption. In about half an hour in Auburndale, as that free throw is good. Wausau West and Neilsville girls, Auburndale Mosinee girls. Why we get Fremont, Neelsville boys, Auburndale, Augusta boys. That's going to be tonight over in Auburndale. As Best has it. And then in Stratford, starting at 5:30, Bangor and Shelburne girls, and Stratford and Cochrane Fountain City girls at 7 o'clock tonight. Find all those games on our EdZaleskySports.com. Here's Kim. Over to Bess. Trey Miller, one hand across to Rowan. He'll take a three, and he's got it. Jeff Rowan. Rowan, who came in averaging just over a point a game, has tied his career high with 3. Hadn't got a lot of playing time over the time as a varsity player. Here's Hinson to try and answer. No. Rebound to Miller. Of course, about 14 games tomorrow as well. In all 4 tournaments, including 3 right here from Concordia. As here's Sam Bess, kick to the corner to Jarrett. We're in 6.5 to go. Here's Rowan. Gets it across to Antoine Jarrett. Jab step to Rowan. Paul Kim pulls up, long 2. Leaves it short. Rebound, eventually poked away and taken by Marcus Neve. Long pass across, caught in stride. Hinson pass back to Lee. And they'll reset. Here's Marcus Neve over to Luke Lemoyne. Lemoyne with 11 points. Third double figure. Third player in double figures, I should say. Along with Neve and Hansen. As Lemoyne gets it to the corner, back cut, and Neve goes up, off balance, no. Put back, no by Hansen. Rebound eventually taken by Sam Bess. There's a pass, tried to go through, and there's behind the back Neve. In transition to Hinson. Goes up, scores. Another Marshfield player in double figures, Brooks Hinson now with 10. Lemoyne with 11, Neve with 10, and 18 for Hansen, and there's a steal. Hansen right back to Landon Lee, and they'll bring it back with 5:15 left in regulation. 20-point lead Marshfield. Underneath Hansen. Underneath pass, high, layup, no on the reverse from Lee, and then a foul called on Hansen. His second, the team's 6th. Reminder as well that Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin. They are your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. Good finish at the basket on the drive for Trey Miller. He's got 8. That's his first points of the second half. And he came in averaging 23 as Neve spins away. Gets around Douglas as well. Hinson thought about the catch and shoot. He'll dribble to the left, take a jumper there, and rattles home a 3. 13 for Brooks Hinson. The lead is 21. Marshfield well on their way to a 5-4 start. And Douglas counted and won. J.J. Douglas. As Lemoyne gets the foul, as here comes Bennett Lang. $19 points for Douglas as he misses that free throw. He had been 5 for 5. As here's Brooks Hinson. Over to Lemoyne. Here's Neve. Bounce to the baseline, Owen Hansen. Hansen gets tripped up and fouled by Rowan. Another result from our friend today, Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. From loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records, they have you covered. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Onto the wing to Brooks Hinson, trying to drive on Douglas. He'll one hand across, and it gets over to Neve. To Lang around a screen. Neve in the corner. Post touch to Lemoyne. He's into a triple team. He'll fade away, and he's going to rattle one around and out. Rebound there to Jeff Rowan with 3:47 remaining and a 19-point lead. Rowan on the drive, trying to pivot back, poked away. And a late whistle and a foul will be called. We'll have a 1-and-1 as Luke Lemoyne's going to get his second personal. Jeff Rowan will shoot the 1-and-1. Meverden back in for Hansen. Hansen will sit with 18 points, again a career high. We'll see if he gets back in this one. Front end of the 1-and-1 is going to drop through. So 4 points for Rowan. That one no good. Neve gets the board. So he's 1 for 2 from the line with 3.5 to play. 18-point lead. We're going to leave Lemoyne, Hinson, Lang, and Meverden on the floor. It is Sam Meverden here. Bounce to Neve on the baseline, trying to back down the one-hand pass out to Luke Lemoyne. Lemoyne throws it to the bench. He split the difference between Hinson and Meverden. And he short-hopped it off of the leg of Max Ertl. Pass over the top to Douglas in transition. Nobody saw Rowan. He'll go up and lay it up and in. It was a goaltend on Neve, who almost dunked it right back in. 6 points for Rowan off the bench. Hansen back in for Lemoyne. So Hinson and Neve have played, I think, the entire game. I don't think they have left yet with 3 minutes remaining. We'll see some pressure now. 16-point game. Hansen doubled across to Lang. Back to Neve. Over the top to Meverden. Early 2-on-1 look. Hansen goes up. Blocked by Rowan. Nice play. Good minutes off the bench for 6'5" junior Jeff Rowan. Over the top to Lang. Over to Hansen. Back hand pass. Hinson right back. 2:40 remaining. 62-46 Marshfield. It's Meverden. Gets it across. They'll go wing to wing with it. Hansen. Right back to Meverden. Now Bennett Lang. Nice cut, Neve. Off balance. Layup up and in. Neve went flying to the basket. He's got 12. 64-46. Douglas on the floor with Miller, Babbitt, Jarrett, and Rowan. Miller somehow got that pass through to Jarrett on the wing. Lob back over toward Miller. Caden Babbitt gets across to Rowan. Douglas doubled. That's one touch out to Babbitt. Not sure that was intentional or not. Either way, there's a pass picked off by Hansen. He'll pivot things back over to Lang. 100 seconds left in this one. Hinson. Back by the time we're going to see a host of subs. Marshall bringing in the reserves, some of the backups. As Neve. Underneath, nice pass. And Meverden gets his 4th points. Miller gets it across to Babbitt. He'll kick it across to Jarrett. He'll take a 3. That's too long. Rebound to Hansen. Timeout called. We're going to do the same. Or are they going to just a substitution timeout? So we will see in the game Landon Lee back in. Lang will stay in. Ryan Donovan. Carson Mattis and Jeff Marsh all in the game. We're in the final minute. Again, stay tuned for the Nason Missouri postgame show coming up next as there's Lang trying to pivot through. Bounce into Lee. Right as well that find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time. Find your next employer at expresspros.com. 36 seconds left. Marsh gets it across to Landon Lee. Over to Donovan. And there is Mattis. Bennett Lang turns around to Lee. Kick across to Ryan Donovan. Gets it right back. 13 seconds left. That's knocked out of bounds off of Donovan. Turnover. Eight seconds left as Babbitt bring things up. That one knocked away out of bounds with 2 seconds left. And that's going to do it. Just an inbound here to wrap this one up. 2.4 left. And that will do it. There's the horn. Your final score, Marshfield 66 and 46 for Janesville Parker. Stay tuned. Your Nasonville Dairy post-game show is on the way next. Nasonville Dairy with the fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to Marshfield, Curtis, NasonvilleDairy.com. When we return, I'm going to go down the floor and try and get Coach Fisher and Owen Hansen with us for our post-game coverage here on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually, that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So.
With your Nasonville Dairy post-game show, joined by Coach Fisher and our highlight player of the game and a career high for Owen Hansen. Coach, talk about that first half. You guys got off to a great start offensively, and it just kind of rolled from there.
Yeah, the concerning part in the first half was how we started the game defensively. I think they probably made their first 5 or 6 shots from the field, a couple of layups, a couple of threes. But once we got stops, we got consecutive stops. And our offense, we got more confidence. We shot it well tonight. This kid, one of our captains, had a heck of a game, so I was really proud of the effort today.
And you talk about that balance. You had 4 guys in double figures with Luke, Marcus, Brooks, and Owen.
I love it.
That kind of balance is going to help you guys, not even just tomorrow, but also you can take this stuff to the Valley now and see how you guys can repeat as conference champs.
When we play offense like we did today, it's really tough for teams to guard us because you can't really it makes it difficult for defensive strategy to find out which guy or figure out which guy on our team you're going to stop. And when we can have that kind of balance, we've got more guys that didn't necessarily score a whole lot today. We've got more guys that are able to put the ball in the basket, and we're looking to do that from here on out.
And I know you weren't thrilled in the first half, but the second half, that defensive pressure was great. Their top scorer came in averaging 23 points. Marcus held him to 8.
Yeah.
That just the individual effort some of you guys showed on man-to-man was incredible, and it really shut down a explosive Janesville team.
Marcus is a really good individual defender. He does things a little bit unorthodox. He does things that are a little bit away from defensive fundamentals in terms of positioning and seeing ball man, but he has a tremendous knack for being really difficult to screen. And when Miller's running around screens and through ball screens, Marcus gets himself skinny, and he's just a really good defender. I'm proud of that, but also we had good team defense in that second half as well.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, I'll let you get some rest. You got one more tomorrow. We'll see you there, and good luck.
Thank you very much. Roll Tigers.
So we're going to get joined by a Highlight House player of the game, Owen Hansen, a career-high 18 points. Talk about your offense. You started with the first shot. You're not known for your three-point game. We hit that one early, and after that, you seemed like you were able to find whatever shot you wanted.
As soon as that first one went down, knew it was a confidence builder. Playing with these guys just makes it easy to get the ball in the basket, and I just had a lot of fun.
And throughout the entire game, everyone, when you were driving, you guys were unselfish. You were always looking for that pass on the cutter, whether it was you, Marcus, or Brooks, or Luke. You guys were able to find that cutter every time. What was that? What were you guys seeing on the floor against a team like this Janesville team that you guys were able to find that passer every time?
We could see that they were turning their back when it drove, and so it was just easy to make a cut and find the open guy.
And again, talk about the defense. You guys really clamped down in that second half. You held their top guys to 8 points, and just a great team effort, guys. What did you guys talk about to try and make sure you guys clamped that down?
We got a great coaching staff to go over our scouting report. We have a lot of energy, and that gets us able to clamp them down.
All right, so one last thing. We're going to get you in a Highlight House. I'm sure you've seen this before. You've seen teammates do it. I'm going to give you the microphone. I'm going to get out of the way. So here you go.
I'm Owen Hansen, and I'm in the house.
Good luck tomorrow, Owen.
Thank you.
There's Owen Hansen, our Highlight House player of the game. Again, a career high 18 points tonight, 12 in the first half. One of 4 Marshfield Tigers in double figures. They pick up a 20-point win over Janesville Parker, 66-46. So that being said, this will wrap up our day one here for the Rick Majerus WBY Holiday Shootout here in Concordia. Stay tuned. 3 games tomorrow, 2 games on Friday, all right here on Zaleski Sports. For Mike Welland, for Trevor Zaleski, this is Mike Welland saying so long. This has been your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Get those fresh cheese made daily. Go to Marshfield, go to Curtis, go to NasonvilleDairy.com. Well, if you're at Zaleski Sports, I'll talk to you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, right here on Zaleski Sports. Good night.